students. Now 11th class mathematics, and that first chapter is sets. What is set? To define, the definition is a set is well defined collection of objects. Well defined collection of objects. What do you mean by well defined? Well defined means when we are in a position to say that a particular element is a part of a particular set, then the set will be well defined. For example, if we consider this example 2, 4, 6 and so on, all these numbers are given up to infinity, and in a bracket these are the elements. So all these elements, we are in a position to say that 2 is an element of this particular set. So this is well defined. Now sets that you have already studied. N represents the set of all natural numbers. Z set of all integers. Q means the set of all rational numbers, and R means the set of real numbers. When we put Z plus, Q plus and R plus, so Z means all positive, all integers, Z plus means all positive integers. Q plus means set of all positive rational numbers, and R plus means set of all positive real numbers. There are two methods of representing a set. The very first method is roster form, or we can say that tabular form. In tabular form or roster form, we can represent the elements in such a way. These two examples you can see is 2, 4, 6 and so on. In another set A, E, I, O, U. So simply we can represent these. This is roster form. Then when we talk about the set builder form. Set builder form, this is an example. X such that X is an even number. So this will be in words, and you can see that this we have represented here 2, 4, 6 and so on. This also means the same, X such that X is an even number. Same way, X such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. In English alphabet, the vowels are A, E, I, O, U that I have already represented these here. So in another way or in set builder form, this can be represented by this way. Now we will talk about the types of sets. The very first is empty set. The word empty, it says that a set which does not contain any element. If in a set there is no element, then the set will be an empty set. The empty set is known as null set or void set. For example, we consider the example before that. We can represent this by this 5 or using these two brackets, and there is no element. So using this also we can represent the empty set. Then if we consider an example, suppose A is equal to, this is the set X such that X square is equal to 4 is odd. This is empty sets example. Why I am saying? Because if we put X is equal to 1, 3, 5 and so on, odd numbers here, then the result will be empty set. Another is finite and infinite sets. Finite, you know the meaning of finite set, a set which is empty or consists of definite number of elements. If the definite number of elements are there, or if the set is empty, then it is finite set. You can see this example A, E, I, O, U. Only these 5 elements are there. So this is an example of finite set. And if more elements are there, so that will be infinite set. So this is an example of infinite set, 2, 4, 6 and so on. All the even numbers in a particular set is an example of infinite set. Now we'll talk about the equal sets. Equal sets, two sets A and B are said to be equal if they have exactly the same element. The condition of this is, you know, if we consider A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, then if A and B are equal, so it is necessary that in B also the numbers or elements should be same. Order may be different, but the elements are same. If we consider A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, we see that in B 4, 2, 1, 3. The order is different, but the elements are same. So we can say that the set A is equal to B, so both the sets are equal sets. If the elements are not same, suppose in A 1, 2, 3, 4 and in B if we consider 4, 3, 5, then A will not be equal to B. So that can be represented by A not equal to a set B. Then another subset. What is subset? A set A is said to be subset of set B. Means you need to consider two sets A and B. So A is said to be a subset of B if every element of A is also an element of B. This is the condition. Every element of A must be an element of B. Then only A will be a subset of B. In other words, we can say that A subset of B. This is the representation. This is only the way to represent if A is subset of B. For example, an element A. These small letters always we use an element. So if A is an element of A, so this implies that A is an element of B. Therefore, we can say that A is a subset of B. If A is not a subset of B, means all the elements of A does not belong to set B, then A will not be a subset of B. So we can represent this using this sign. A is not a subset of B. Another one is power set. The collection of all subsets of a set A is called the power set of A. Collection of all subsets. For example, if we consider A is equal to 1, 2, two elements are given. So you need to form all the subsets of A. So the power set becomes 5, means null set. We know that null set is always a subset of itself and of every set. So this null set, 1 is an element, will be here, 2 and then 1, 2 together. So we see that in set A 2 elements are there, and in power set how many are there? 4. So if A is a set with number n, A is equal to m, means number of elements in set A is equal to m. If we consider, then it can be n, Pa is equal to 2 to the power m, means number of elements in a power set will be 2 to the power m. We see that here the number of elements are 2. So the number of elements in a particular power set will be how many? 2 to the power 2. So it becomes 4. We can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is